I think I'm definitely so I'm definitely hearing all that you're saying in terms of throwing out guns more, trying to eliminate the rising neutral air, especially in neutral,
Hmm.
and I'm trying to apply it as we go along.
Hmm.
But I'm just curious. So my region, I think, has a pretty good character variety, and
Okay.
I've found myself running into situations in the two tournaments that I've been to where I just have pretty much no idea what this character even does. For example, because I just never fight them. So, for like example, I lost my first round game on Wednesday to a Bayo because I don't really. I just got caught off guard by a lot of things. Didn't really know what I could and couldn't punish. I guess so.
Hmm.
In situations where where I really don't know the matchup, or I haven't fought somebody who's like that good at the character, I guess how do I go about playing? I guess safer neutral to like figure it out on the fly.
I can say two things about that. As far as number one, if you have never fought this character ever, there's definitely going to be some pain as far as just saying that's new every single time you got hit by something that you had no idea existed. So, for
Mm-hmm.
example, like let's say if you, I don't know, if you keep on hitting their shield and you don't realize, I'm pretty sure which twist, not which twist, what's the up B? Frame six out of shield. So,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't know that, and you're landing on the shield with basically anything that is not back air, this is going to come out every single time. And if you're under platforms, you're probably going to get carried off the top or off the side and just die,
Yep.
right? And I'm sure that's what happened to you many times. So I sent you Bayo's frame data. And
Mm-hmm.
so I would want you to take a look at it. We don't have to like memorize a bunch of stuff, but there are some things that you should know. And these are, I would say, are red flags, are like important things that you should care about or worry about. So if you take a look at all of the tilts, so start off with like jab. You got minus 19, minus 21, minus 29. Rapid jab just is what it is. Minus 45 for the finisher. Minus 15. Everything is like minus like 18 or minus 15 or worse, basically. So if
Mm-hmm.
they do any of these tilts on your shield, basically everything can be punished unless the spacing is godlike. That's number one. The other thing too about Bayonetta is basically down bad, horrendous at approaching.
Yeah.
So they don't want to approach. Bayonetta is the original Joker with guns, realistically. So as far as her approach options, she has heel slide, and she has like short hop or full hop, witch twist or whatever it is, down on an angle towards you to try and punish you for dashing in with stuff. And she also has dash attack, which is not an approach option in my opinion. It's more of a whiff punish, but they'll still do it sometimes. They'll just throw it out and hope that they catch you slipping. But
Mm-hmm.
if you know that they have to do these things to try and approach you, you can sit back with guns basically all day until you have Arsene and then say, I want to fight you now. Along with that, as well as if you don't, like I said, if you don't know about the up the other shield, if you do know about the up the other shield being as good as it is, they're going to default to that. There's ways that you can also bait that out. If they have a move that is that good, frame six out of shield, and it's not a grab, for example, it's an actual move that combos and can potentially kill you, they're going to go for that as their go-to every single time, just like how Cloud would do up B every single time if you touch his shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could be jumping in with no attack, which is scary, and then landing beside them and shielding to bait that out. Going for basically a tomahawk, but like I said, going for a grab, you're going for shield, right? This would
Yep.
start to condition them to say, okay, if we're going to go for witch twist or whatever, two things also happen with witch twist once they've gone for it in the air. If they land on stage, I'm not sure if you know about this, but if they land on stage, they have an insane amount of end lag if they do multiple witch twists in the air, right? Which case you can
Mm-hmm.
punish their end leg. And since if they're a good Bayonetta and they know that, they're gonna go for the ledge to grab the ledge and cancel that end leg. So if they miss a witch twist, very strong chance they're going to retreat entirely away from you. So that you can get either a ledge trap, or if they land on top of you with something, or land on the platform, they're gonna have end leg, and they don't want to have that happen. So they're gonna try and get away from you. Their only
Yep.
real mix up to try and finesse you is to just down air out of that, right? So if you're trying to catch their landing leg, let's say you want to go for like a, I don't know, a dash attack or a dash grab, and right before they touch the ground, they just down air, right? And then you get caught. If you know
Mm-hmm.
these dumb little things, of course, some of those things are frame data, some of these things are experience. I would say, as far as like, if you don't have the time to learn the experience or see the experience in advance or get the experience in advance, the number one thing for sure is just that frame data. Know what is incredibly minus on shield and what things you can punish. Right, Nair being -6 on shield, can't really do a whole lot about that. Also, if she holds it down, she shoots guns, you can't really do anything. Fair being -7, can't really do anything. Fair 1, 2, and 3 are all -7, -8, and -5, can't do anything. Back air being -5, can't do anything. Up air being -5, can't do anything. So if you know anything about the way that Smash Ultimate is designed, for the most part, the majority of characters are either very tilt heavy or very aerial heavy as far as what is safe for them. If they are a very aerial heavy character, like let's say Bayonetta, the majority, if not all of her aerials except for down air, are safe. If she jumps at you and does anything that's an aerial, you have to parry this or try and air to air her. Right? So if you know that right away, it's like if she jumps, there's almost no point in trying to punish out of shield. You have to either try and catch her as she's jumping, right, or get out of the way and then catch her landing. Because a lot of Bayos too, they'll, let's say, jump at you with like a nair, or jump at you with like a fair, and then dash away from you, and then witch twist towards you. And as you try and grab their landing, which will never ever happen, they they'll hit you with like a heel slide, and they take you up off the top, and they do a 40%. I'm sure that happened to you a lot.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, is like, how do I know that? It's like, well, that happened to me too. Like, that's the growing pains of just not knowing, right? But as far as the mechanics of the character, if you can get an indication of, oh, this character has insanely safe aerials, I can't do anything against these aerials, which means they're going to bait me with their aerials. Falco does the same thing. Well, I'll run up to you and go for like a rising down air or falling up air, and you can't do anything. Right? If I do a rising down air, it auto cancels, and if I hit you, it can spike you and potentially kill you, or go into a combo. And yeah, it's just programmed into basically every player, where they're gonna throw out a move that's insanely safe, and if, like, let's say for example, if you don't know the matchup, I can basically gimmick you into oblivion. Right? I can just go like this, then dash away, then, like, I don't know, go like this, dash away, jump back over top. If you try and grab my falling up air, I just jump over top, come down with a down air, and I start a combo. And if I'm right here, I'm going to take you like down air into, like, I don't know, a combo up onto the platform with like an active hop into something over here. Right? And you're taking 50 or 60. And if I really am playing like super sweaty, I wouldn't say the game is over, but I'm definitely going to run away from you. And I'm going to shoot at you forever until I can kill you with like just a back air or a down tilt. Right? I don't have to try and get any more grabs or anything at that point. So another thing you could try and do just for your own homework would be looking up sets. This is important too. Looking up sets of people playing your character versus a character that you want to learn how to fight, but not pro players. Okay?
Got it.
That's very important. Not pro players, because pro players do some ridiculous shit that you've probably never seen in your goddamn life. And if you try to implement that into your own playstyle, if you try and emulate that, there's just no shot. There's just no way. It's like, oh, all I have to do is just get this perfectly spaced fair one, drag down up air, whatever, and I'll just win. It's like, no, like, you're not MKLeo. I'm sorry. I'm not him either. You know, it just doesn't work like that. You're way better off at looking at some top 8 player who plays Joker versus a top 8 player who plays Bayo. And when I say top 8, I mean top 8 at their local, not top 8 like PR ridiculous, something insanely good, right? Because what I want you to see is more mistakes being made by both players, so you can actually see, oh, this is what it looks like to not play perfect, right? Because if the answer is just play perfect and you'll win, like, that's obvious but also impossible.
Yeah.
Right? You should see what it looks like to be able to make tons of mistakes, but make a few less mistakes than your opponent who's also making tons of mistakes. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I'd have to like really go into the archives to find like a Bayonetta that's like not a god. Because most Bayonetta players are really, really good, bro. Like, they just are. It's kind of like if you find a Sheik, you'd be very hard pressed to find a Sheik main who's also trash. Like, it just doesn't happen, because it's very technical characters, and if you even have any sort of inkling of wanting to be competitive, you're going to be a god with that character, because they have to work pretty hard. I don't know if that really, it kind of answers the question. It's kind of a long-winded answer as far as like if you were to kind of reel it back in here a little bit. The frame data is going to be a must. if you have 2 seconds to look at frame data before you fight somebody, pull up their frame data and ask and just look and say, are they tilt heavy or aerial heavy? That's all you need to know. Like for the majority of like starting to figure out a matchup. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the biggest thing. I'll say like a character like Roy too. It's like, oh, I'm fighting Roy. I know he's strong. I know he's fast. I don't know what's safe and what's not safe. It's like, oh, basically every aerial is somewhere between -5 and -7 on shield, except for Downer, which is -16. I can't challenge his aerials. As far as he's going to land with an aerial and instantly spot dodge. Land with an aerial, instantly double edge dance, instantly forward tilt, whatever. So if that's the case, you know that his tilts are not his strength. As far as ground or poke tools, his down tilt is good, but forward tilt, up tilt, jab, dash attack, all those are insanely unsafe. Double edge dance, insanely unsafe. If you see those moves come out, yes, you can punish them, right? If you see the aerial, you just dash out of the way, shoot guns, back up, jump over top of him, get him to panic, and then you punish that instead. So I'm throwing out an aerial, and if I miss, I'm jumping away from you, right? I'm jumping away with nothing, in which case you could be jumping after me if you wanted to, right? Or going for like a dash attack like that, I'm dashing away. So if you see that that's another option that it might go for, you throw something out fast, and instead of going for an unsafe attack, if I'm trying to play as a bit smarter player, because I could also be going like that into this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you see how fast I come out, there's no way you get in between and hit me before forward tilt comes out, right? Or do like forward or fair down tilt, right? There's just no shot. And I'm doing that to protect myself. But if I go like this on your shield and that's safe, but the forward tilt isn't, that's where you're wide open to get that grab or something, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. Oh, it's huge. Oh, I could have been off smash. So if you see a dash attack like that, that's all day. Same thing right there, right? Unsafe. And if you don't know, like if I didn't talk about it earlier, I can just get away and it's like, oh, I can't hit this guy. So you want to try and air to air me? It's like air to air is not going to happen, bro. Okay, good. Oh boy. Oh, we're living. Nice. Jump over my down tilt. Big catch. Tried to parry that. I'm throwing for content, bro. Get no jump. Oh, I think that's gonna hit you. Yep. Another thing against Roy too is you want to try and stay away from neutral getup as much as you can, because if you do that, I can just double edge dance and probably kill you at 60.
Yeah.
Because he definitely needs it. These boys just mixed each other, bro. Yep. Probably could have up smashed me there too. If I up B onto the stage, I have a lot of lag. I wouldn't say it's insane, but it's pretty bad. So an important move to know about Roy is his down tilt is -4 on shield. So if I do that, that's something you can't really punish. But what you can do is assume what I'm going to do after, or try to predict what I'm going to do after my down tilt. More often than not, I'm either going to down tilt and then jump, or I'm going to down tilt then dash away. Most Roys will probably dash away. They'll go like this and dash away. Because if you do try and grab this as I dash away, if you're, let's say, if I go like this, dash away, and as I'm dashing away, you're going for your grab as you're missing, I can come back in and go for another one, or I can go for like a double edge dance and catch you, right? It's one of the oldest tricks in the book. Like, what's it called? Greninja does the same thing with his down tilt. You can go like this, and if you try and do anything, he just goes in with another down tilt and then goes for an up smash, or a down tilt into like a fair, or a dash attack into fair or something, right? Oh, that's huge. Oh, I could have been back here. And I'm at 0, but you got to get something out of those big mistakes on my part. And that's the thing too, is looking at knowing that my tilts are not safe, minus down tilt. Those are the moves you have to try and punish, versus looking for just smash attacks, right? I'm not saying that that's what you're doing, but a lot of players will say everything is safe unless it's a smash attack or a dash attack or like a missed grab, right? Or realistically, sometimes what is unsafe is like jumping. I just jumped away from you. Jumping doesn't really have frame data though. as far as like jumping like this. If you know I'm going to jump back, you jump with me and go for a back air, and I get caught with horrible DI, and I might die. Not at 0, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So right there, if you had time to drop shield and jab, you could have also grabbed, right?
Yeah.
Oh god, I almost died. Jesus, okay. There's no way? Question mark? I don't know what's going on. Oh man. I thought I hit you through the platform. It's like, sure. And that's one of those things too, as far as just knowing matchups or learning matchups. I wouldn't say this is always the case, but against fast characters, a lot of the time they're looking for roll away because they're fast enough to get there.